Hello everyone, this is Dr. Rajiv Gupta. The institution name is Srimati M.D. Patel Institute of Physical Science and Research, Anand. Course name is MSc Organic Chemistry. The semester is first semester. Subject is Organic Chemistry 1. The subject code is PS01CCHE22. Unit number 1, which is related to stereochemistry, and today we are going to talk about interconversion of projection formulas. We learned total four types of representations, which were Wedge dash representation, Sohor's representation, Newman's projection, and Fisher projections, where Fisher projection was a two-dimensional representation and remaining all three are three-dimensional representations. As we learned that Fisher projection is always an eclipsed conformation. It is shown by an eclipsed conformation. It never will be staggered or other. Newman's projection could be eclipsed or staggered or Gaussian. Sohor's representation and Wedge dash representations are generally represented by staggered conformation, as we know that staggered conformation of any organic molecule is more stable compared to eclipsed conformation or Gaussian conformation. So generally population of staggered conformations in a substance will be higher. Okay, so generally staggered conformations are more stable conformation, and Sohor's representation and Wedge dash representation generally always represented by staggered conformations. So as our topic is interconversion of projection formula, so we will interconvert Fisher projection into Newman's projection, or Sohor's projection into Fisher projection, or Wedge dash projection to Newman's projection. Okay, so how we interconvert these projections, and we also see some questions and some MCQ questions, that how we solve that questions. Now let's start the topic, interconversion of these projections. These are shown here. I've take one example of hypothetical example of Fisher projection, where suppose there are two chiral centers, these two chiral carbons or two tetrahedral carbons, which are attached these six substituents. Here I suppose that all these substituents are different. These are numbered as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so this first representation is Fisher representation of Fisher projection formula. You can imagine this structure like this, where this carbon single bond carbon, here this carbon single bond carbon is situated in plane of paper. These 2, 3 and 4, 5 are towards viewer, and 1 and 6, which are the terminals or ends of this vertical principal carbon chain. These ends of this vertical carbon chain are away from viewer, which are denoted by 1 and 6. Here I colored different colored these substituents, 1, 2, 3 black colored and 4, 5, 6 red colored, so we can differentiate easily in further structures. So if we want to convert this Fisher projection into Newman's projection, okay, here this is interconversion of projection. So remember, here configuration means configuration of a molecule will not be changed. Okay, configuration will not be changed. If configuration change, then we will deal with its enantiomer, diastereomer. So here molecular structure will not be changed, or its stereo will not be changed. Here only we will change its conformation. Okay, so if we represent this Fischer projection in Newman's projection, though there are two ways. As we know that Fischer projection is a eclipsed conformation almost. So here these two Newmans are drawn here. These two Newman's projection are also eclipsed. Okay, where we can observe that dihedral angle between these 1 and 6 is 0 degree. So this is also eclipsed. Okay, so there are two ways to draw these Newmans. As it is easy to imagine that it is easy to draw this lower side carbon atom at front side carbon atom in Newman's projection. Okay, this lower side carbon atom in Fischer projection we will draw for our easiness, for our convention, for our easiness, we will consider this as front carbon atom, which is intersect of these red lines. Okay, and this back carbon atom, which is this big circle. Okay, and 1 and 2 and 3 substituents are attached to this carbon atom, backside carbon atom. So this is very good way to represent Newman's projection from this Fischer projection. Okay, we can also draw this Fischer projection as this, where this front carbon, this top carbon of Fischer projection is drawn here as front carbon atom, and this downside chiral carbon atom as backside carbon atom. Okay, in Newman's projection. So if you imagine these both structures are same or identical. There is no change, just our view side of visualization. If you rotate this structure, this lower structure, by this axis, using this axis by 180 degree, then this 6 will go to upside on back carbon. Okay, this carbon carbon single bond, suppose this axis goes to here. I take pen. Suppose here this axis, if you rotate by 180 degree, okay, this Newman's, we are not rotating this Fischer projection, we are rotating this Newman's. If you rotate this Newman's using this axis, okay, this axis passes through this carbon carbon single bond. Okay, this front carbon and back side carbon single bond, then you will get this. Okay, so both structures are same, just our view from what side we are viewing the molecule, that is the difference, that is the only difference, but both these structures are same. If you rotate this structure like this, then this 6 number substituent which is present at this front carbon, it will goes back. Okay, this front carbon will go back as shown here. This red portion goes to this back side. Okay, this red color portion goes to this, and that black color portion comes on front side. Okay, so both these structures are same. So here we are making various views of this single Fischer projection. Okay, so both are eclipsed. Now make the Sohor's representation using these Newmans. As we draw the Sohor's using these Newmans, remember this 1 and 6 number, this vertical line this straight vertical line is principal carbon chain, generally considered as principal carbon chain in Fischer projection. So this principal vertical line is here 1, this carbon atom, then this 6. This is principal carbon chain. Here 1 backside carbon, front carbon, and 6. This is principal chain. Okay, this is principal chain. Okay, this could be carbon 1 and 6 could be carbon or other things, but here we are considering this as principal carbon chain. Now here the principal carbon chain will be put like this. See, this upper portion of Schwarz representation, 1 goes to here. Okay, this front carbon atom goes to here. This is 2 and 3, and this 6, 4 and 5 here. Okay, so just if you view side view, if you take a side view of this Neumann's, you will observe, you will see this structure which is Schwarz. Okay, Schwarz view of this structure. If you draw Schwarz of this structure, then it will be like this. One, say carbon and 6, this principal carbon chain will be at lower side. Okay, this 6 number here, this front carbon atom here, this back side carbon atom here, and this lower side, that 1 number substituent here. This is principal carbon chain. These both Neumann's, these both Schwarz projection are also eclipsed. Okay, these are eclipsed Schwarz, and both are same. Both are same in the way that configuration of the both structures are same. They are just drawn just somewhat different way, but actually both the molecules are same, both the homomers. Now convert these Schwarz representation into their staggered conformations. Okay, we are changing only conformation. Now this first, consider this first, it is this first here. If we draw its staggered conformation, we can rotate this front side part. Okay, we can rotate this front side part, or we can rotate this back side part. Any one part we can rotate by 180 degree to make this eclipsed into trans. Okay, so here in this first structure, we have rotated this back portion. Okay, we have rotated this back portion by 180 degree. Then we get staggered Schwarz. See, 1 and 2 and 3 remain same at same position, 1, 2 and 3, and this carbon by making rotation by this carbon single bond, we get staggered conformation. This 6 which was on top side goes to here, and this 5 which was here, it goes to here, and 4th here, that goes to here. So this is staggered conformation. Again, we can also make other structure like this, where we fix this back portion and rotate this front portion. When we rotate this, then 1 goes to downside and 2 goes to here and 3 here. Again, these both are same, configuration is same, just, and conformation is also same, staggered and staggered, both these structures are same. Next, if we draw staggered conformation of this, we can fix this back portion and rotate this front part, or fix this front part and rotate this back side using this carbon single bond rotation. Then we get these type of structures. Okay, here I shown these red lines. These red lines show principal carbon chain here. Okay, this red line which is differentiated from other black lines. This is shown as principal carbon chain here. Okay, so these all the four structures, all the four staggered conformations of sawhorse are same. Okay, all the four are same. Now we convert these all the four conformations into wedge dash. Okay, the sawhorse to wedge dash. So for making wedge dash, you can flip either side, left side or right side, this structure. Okay, you can flip either this side or this side. Here it is rotated this side, this left side. If you flip this left side, then one goes to here in plane of paper. Okay, because in wedge dash representation we have to put the principal carbon chain in plane of the paper. So one goes to in plane of paper, this carbon atom in plane of paper, this chiral carbon in plane of paper. Now this 6 goes to here, comes in plane of paper. Now 1 chiral carbon 6. These main principal carbon chain is situated on plane of paper. Now imagine when you flip this in this direction, left hand side, then this 3 number substituent goes to upside. This 3 number substituent will go upside. So it will represented as dash, wedge here. This 2 number will be remain lower side, means away from viewer, which is situated here as dash. And will we rotate this 4th number will be at wedge and 5th number at dash. Similarly, we can convert all these sawhorse representation in like this. Okay, in all the sawhorse representation, in these representations we have made rotation or flipping direction at left hand side. Okay, this side. When you rotate this side, then 1 will be here and 6 will be goes here. Okay, in this structure you can imagine, just you can easily visualize how to convert these structures into wedge dash. Now these all wedge dash are staggered. See, these all are staggered wedge dash. How? See, the principal carbon chain. If you just want to see if it is staggered or eclipsed, just see principal carbon chain. Okay, nothing else, just principal carbon chain. If these terminal portions are anti-periplanar to each other or make 180-degree dihedral angle, then it is staggered. And if these are at same side, situated or present at same side where dihedral angle is 0 degree, then it will be eclipsed. Now here we can easily imagine that both are anti position, situated at anti, opposite to each other. So these are staggered. Again it is staggered, this is staggered. So all the 4 wedge dash are staggered. Now convert these all wedge dash into eclipsed wedge dash. Okay, convert these all wedge dash into eclipsed wedge dash. And this conversion can be made either by fixing this portion and rotating this portion, or rotating this portion and by fixing this portion, similarly as we do for these sawhorse. So see this first structure, we fixed this portion and rotate this portion by 180-degree angle. So dihedral angle will be 0 here. When rotation we made rotation, then 1 goes to here, comes here. Okay, then this third number, which in on wedge, goes to its anti-periplanar position, which is dash in this direction. So here 3 is situated at dash, and which is on dash will go on wedge. Okay, so when we make this type of change, this type of rotation in wedge dash representation, then these substituents which are present at wedge and dash, their positions becomes opposite, means wedge is represented as dash and dash represented as wedge in this conformation. Okay, see, this is staggered and this is eclipsed conformation. Likewise, we can convert like this, where this portion is remained as fixed, where no change, and this is shown as here rotation is made. Okay, so rotation is made in this direction. Okay, left hand side. So 6 goes to here and 5 goes to in wedge, and fourth number which is on wedge goes to on dash. Okay, likewise in all the other structures we can make this type of change. All the staggered conformations of wedge dash are converted into eclipsed conformation. These all eclipsed conformations are same, exactly same. These are just represented on this screen or plane, are somewhat different, but actually these all the exactly same structures. Now convert these wedge dash representation into Fisher projection. See, this Fisher projection, as this portion which is related to 1, 2, 3 substituents, this is at lower side, somewhat lower side in this Fisher projection. So just put this one number here in Fisher projection, just draw a straight line and draw 2 horizontal lines. Okay, one vertical line and 2 horizontal lines, because we can easily observe that here 2 chiral centers are present. So we will show here 2 chiral centers. This one number is here, goes to here. This 2 number which is present at wedge goes to here, and here this 3 number, 6 number. Okay, this is 4 and this is 5. Now convert this. Okay, just you can visualize in 3 dimension. Just visualize 3 dimension, you can easily draw these structures. So convert these all eclipsed wedge dash, okay, directly into this. Why we use eclipsed wedge dash? Okay, because staggered wedge dash cannot be converted into this. Means first we have to visualize staggered wedge dash into eclipsed, like eclipsed wedge dash, then eclipsed wedge dash converted into Fisher projection, because Fisher projection is always the eclipsed conformation. It cannot be staggered. This. Compare these all, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total 8 Fisher projections. Here we have total 8 Fisher projections. All the 8 Fisher projections are same. Okay, all the 8 Fisher projections are exactly same. See, these both are same. Up here, downside, we can observe that 6 number substituent is attached. If you rotate this structure by 180 degree in plane of paper, as we see in characteristics of Fisher projection, where 180 degree rotation in plane of the paper gives identical configuration of the Fisher projection. Okay, so that rotation is allowed in Fisher projection. So if you rotate this, then 6 will goes to at upside, this 5 number here, this 4th number here, 1 number downside, then 3 number here, and this here. So these both representations are same, exactly same. Okay, so these all the 8 Fisher projections are identical. Okay, now the question is, Find out similar structure of the following given wedge dash. We have to convert this wedge dash into a Fisher projection, or we will get a Fisher projection which is identical to this wedge dash. So which option will be correct? So first of all, to solve this question, we have to convert, or we have to convert this wedge dash representation which is staggered. See these solid lines. In wedge dash representations, these solid lines show principal chain, okay, main carbon chain or principal chain. See, the dihedral angle between 1 and 6 is 180 degrees, so this is staggered conformation. Okay, so first, if we want to prepare this Fisher projection, we have to convert this staggered wedge dash into eclipsed wedge dash. Okay, so what will be its eclipsed wedge dash? See, suppose we fix this portion and rotate this portion by 180 degree, then what we get, this is 6, at wedge this is 5, and at dash it is 4. Here it will be 1 if we rotate by 180 degree, this rotation by 180 degree, this is 1, which is wedge, present on wedge, it will go on dash in this structure. So on dash here it is 2, okay, and on wedge it is 3. So this is eclipse, this is staggered, and this is eclipsed wedge dash. Okay, now using this eclipsed wedge dash, you can directly draw its Fisher projection. Just draw a straight line which is principal carbon chain. Here will be 6, okay, here 1. Now two horizontal lines, okay, this is 6 number. Here at wedge, if you flip this direction in at right direction, if you flip this molecule, this wedge dash representation right direction, here you will get 5, okay, and here you will get 4. Now here you will get 3, and here you will get 2. Okay, so we get Fisher projection. Now compare this Fisher projection, from these 4 options. Which option is correct? See, in all the options, the 1 number substituent is situated on top side, but here the 1 number situated at downside or bottom side. So just rotate this Fisher projection by 180 degree in plane of paper, which will give identical configuration using this carbon-carbon single bond axis, which is perpendicular to this carbon-carbon single bond. So this one will go to upside. Okay, so if we rotate this by 180 degree, then we will get this structure. Here we will get 1, here 2, okay, here we will get 3, here 6, here we will get 4, and here 5. Now which is the correct option? It is B. Okay, or other ways, the more simple way is that you can draw a sawhorse representation of this staggered wedge dash. You can draw a staggered sawhorse representation of this, and then convert that sawhorse Sahor's representation which is staggered into eclipsed Sahor's, then convert that eclipsed Sahor's into Fisher projection. Okay, so there could be many ways. Which is easy way you can consider at your own. You convert this into this and this, or you can convert this into source representation and likewise. Now the next question. This structure is similar to what? It is given a Newman's projection. We have to convert this Newman's projection into its Fisher projection. Okay. So what is the simplest way? First, you convert this staggered Newman's into staggered Sahor's. Okay. So this front carbon atom, as I said, this front carbon atom will be, suppose, here. This back carbon atom you can consider here. Okay. So at front carbon atom, the fourth number substituent is attached like this, upside. Fifth number here and sixth number here. Now at back side carbon atom, one number downside, sorry, one, here 3 number, and here it is 2. So it is staggered Sahor's. Okay, it is staggered Sahor's representation. Now first we see the options. See, this chain is considered as principal carbon chain in Fisher projection. See, 1 6 1 6, this vertical line, 1 6 1 6. So this 1 number and 6 number will be considered into principal carbon chain. Okay, so what we do, that we will rotate this structure, this carbon-carbon single bond, by 60-degree angle. Okay, by 60-degree angle. Then what we will get, this backside portion is fixed. It is 1, this is 2, 3, and when we rotate this by 60-degree angle, then this 6 number goes to here. Okay, see, the bond angle between 5 and 6 is 120 degree, this 120 degree, or we can say that dihedral angle between 1 and 6 is 60 degree. Okay, so we have to rotate this by this 60-degree angle, then the dihedral angle between 1 and 6 becomes 0 degree. See, dihedral angle between 1 and 6 becomes 0 degree in this structure. Now the 5 will go here and the 4 will come here. This is the eclipsed Sahor's. This is eclipsed Sahor's of this staggered Newman's. This is eclipsed Sahor's. Now we can convert this eclipsed Sahor's into eclipsed Fisher projection, as Fisher projection is always eclipsed. So what we do, this backside carbon atom, we will put upside, and at downside we will put this front carbon atom. This is principal carbon chain. Draw two lines, two horizontal lines. So this 1 number will be goes to here. This is 6 number. Okay, now 2 and 3, just visualize this molecule in 3 dimension. The 3, here it is 5, it is 4. Now compare this structure with these structures. Which is similar? which are similar to this D number option is correct. Okay, 1 2 3 1 2 3 5 4 6, these all are wrong. Okay, A, B and C are wrong, this is correct. So you can easily interconvert Fisher projection into Newman's or Newman's into Fisher projection. Okay, Schwarz projection into Weier's dash or Fisher projection into Weier's dash. So these all things are very easy if you can visualize organic molecule, a simple organic molecule, into three-dimensional space. Subscribe the channel.